So this isn't my 10 talk, but this is First Presbyterian time, so I'm going to go off of David's example, and it'll be a 15-minute talk.
Shots fired! This is Ben's chance to get back.
That's like him yelling at people that are living.
So I am the technical producer here at First Presbyterian Church. I've been here about 4 years. Thank you to Delaney for giving me the opportunity to present to you guys today. So, I was given a large amount of time to prepare for this, so because it kept getting delayed. So, hold on, here we go.
Hello, thank you for calling First Presbyterian Church of Orlando.
You may know me from the First Presbyterian voicemail system when you call in sick. I recommend starting with a cough to make it sound very convincing. And also, this is my favorite telephone from the 90s. So. The personality testing. I feel just as uncomfortable with personality testing as I do with line dancing. So after praying about it, Jesus told me not to have an excuse to act exactly the same way as I have in the past. So that's where I'm at with it. But speaking of Jesus, he and I go pretty far back. He seemed fit to bless me with an amazing family and the best job a guy could have. Yes. This is my dad, renowned pastor Jim Gardner. His current hobby of interest is train sets.
Greetings.
My beautiful mother, Gabby, her favorite pastime is diamond dotting.
Oh. Diamond Daddy.
I told you.
Bless you.
This is my older brother Jason. He's seen major success in the tool industry, and he travels a lot. He can't talk right now because he's on a plane. And this is my younger brother Ryan. He specializes in vinyl sign making, blacksmithing, and making electronic music. He doesn't normally talk like that, but this is my wonderful lady, Tanya. She is a survivor, has medical expertise, and makes super rad custom-made handbags.
Hi.
And this is my huge-hearted and beautiful daughter, Gabby. She's huge into anime, and a cosplay expert, and is the absolute best.
Hello.
This is one of our dogs, Lydia.
Aw.
She's, I call her LBP for little baby puppy.
Oh.
This is our new pup we just got just recently. This is Lyra. She is currently a D student in puppy dog class. She has a potty mouth and needs prayer. This is Sheriff Zoe. She's unfortunately just recently gone, but not forgotten.
Oh.
And this is, we are currently keeping koi fish on life support in my backyard. And Tanya also doubles as a fish whisperer. You can see her there working on one of the fish that needed something done to it. So she heals them up and puts them back and sends them on their way.
Whoa.
This is the house I grew up in Marysville, Ohio. So it's a great place. It was awesome. It has a history of the Underground Railroad. I've also brought some things from some of the tunnels that we found underneath it, if you guys want to check that out. And a spoon my brother blacksmithed over there as well, too. It also has a history of being a speakeasy. So then the attic up here, my dad and my brother and I, when I was very young, we finished that off, and so kind of, perfect starting grounds for the career as a roadie. So, yeah. I was baptized at Christian Assembly Church in Marysville and was raised Pentecostal. There's my mom with the big hair. You'll take my dad is wearing an Echo Lawn Equipment t-shirt when he baptized me. He says, because when they went for looking for Jesus in the tomb and they called out, there was just an echo because nothing was there. Given my expression, I would say I probably just remembered that I forgot to mow the yard or something. I was gonna be in for it, because it's my dad baptizing me there. And he also taught judo, so you can see some of his technique, whenever he goes forward. He was a little tad aggressive, and he didn't hold me down as long as he did my younger brother. Sports and hobbies. So I know we have some football fans, and you might be surprised to know that I played alongside NFL's Giants linebacker, two-time Super Bowl winner and American professional football coach, currently assisting special teams coach for Atlanta Falcons, Chase Blackburn. And here we are, that's me in the top there, yeah, Pee Wee, but it still counts. I taught him everything that I knew. He went pretty far because of that, so. So the recurring theme on all these Tent Talks seems to be everybody has a paintball connection of some kind. So I say that we start an official FPCO team, and Christina can design our jerseys. And it would be awesome. Some of the other things we like to do, we do kayaking. So we do a lot of the springs around and all that. But here we are a couple of years ago in Alaska kayaking. Wow. Which was incredible. So earlier this year, I started learning to tie knots. I have learned to tie the Zeppelin bin, top line hitch, and a Prusik knot so far. But we don't have time for that. So, I'm going to keep moving. My most recent band project was under a fictitious character called Bob Dobbs. I played out as a Stompbox country rebel that was on tour through the incarceration system of the American prison system. So basically, he would get arrested in one county, he would break out, play that county, get arrested, get transferred to another county, break out, play that county, and that was the whole shtick of the whole thing. And I had a blast with it. It was a lot of fun. In 2020, I began producing an online show that featured a silly robot and traveled through space and hosted a variety of trivia shows and played video games. This is still being conceptualized, but I did have some releases over the course of a year with it. So, yeah, that's it there. So you kind of get an idea. I won't play the whole episodes or anything, but that was a lot of fun to make. Wow. For about 15 years, I produced countless events and festivals throughout, or through my award-winning company, Orlando Bands, including an online video podcast called Local Music Guild that ran several years. Did a lot with it. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of great people. We produced that out of my studio there. Over the course of that time, I had the pleasure of sitting on the advisory board for 3 different schools here in town, with Orange Technical College, Valencia, and First Institute. And had the opportunity to train over 400 interns and kind of see where they went, from there. So that was a lot of fun as well too. Got to meet a lot of great people. Through that time, my team was able to support over 2,000 regional acts, mostly in the Central Florida area. There's some quick examples of press kits and photo shoots and things that we used to do for the bands on top of producing events and doing artist development services and things like that. So I rebranded the company to Central Florida Audio Visual in 2020, and now we just focus on deploying AV solutions basically throughout Central Florida and Florida. I've been able to assist on events ranging from corporate functions, wrestling events, events with the military. I've done things with the FBI, pharmaceutical companies, private events, music festivals, and more. From very large shows to very small shows. So here I am with the real Easter Bunny just a few weeks ago. This is a free community event that we donate our resources to. This is at a park near my house, and we've been doing it for 5 years now. And I work with the local Commissioner Christina Moore, and also the People of Lockhart organization. And we basically get the opportunity to have ministry reach out and connect with hundreds of children and their families throughout these events, and they're really great and rad. So come out to them, get an Easter egg. I also have a studio in town. We offer music production services and rehearsal space, and so there's usually somebody in there all the time, so that keeps us pretty busy. Question and answers. So I did send out some emails to people that I thought might be here today, and in advance to see kind of what questions might come out of it. So one of the questions that everybody was asking me Do I ever meet famous people? And yes, I've been able to work with a lot of people. I worked with Snoop Dogg, Sublime, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Huey Lewis, Kid Rock, Michael Jordan. Pictured here, a few, Hank Williams III's up there, Tony Stevens, the original bass player from Foghat, Unknown Hinson, Garrett Top, Machine Gun Ryan, he plays for the Blue Man Group right now in town, which is pretty rad. Yeah, a lot of people. Reverend Horton Heat's up there. In the bottom left there is I got the opportunity to help produce the 2018 Better Man Conference. So I got to work with Mark Batterson, who's a Christian author, Brian Head Welch from the band Korn, bass player, guitarist there, Emmett Smith, and I know a slew of others. So yeah, just to name a few there. I also got asked, who is my favorite band? It would be the one that is paying me at that time. But I do appreciate the range. I have one very large range of works from Mike Patton to Joanna Newsom, and from Petra to Clutch, and all over the place. So lots of bands. I especially appreciate local singer and songwriters. To me, that's kind of where my heart is. I came from a very musically driven family, so that's kind of where I reside. I was asked, I believe Nick asked me who's the coolest group, or that I was surprised to meet. That would be John Luan, the Polka King. I got to work with. I thought he was in jail. If you don't know him, he operated a $5 million Ponzi scheme that basically defrauded over 400 of his fans, mostly the elderly. And if you want to check it out, there's a really cool movie that Jack Black stars as him in, and you can watch it and check it out. It's a lot of fun. He was a great guy. I didn't lose any money. It was fun. Lindsay asked if I had an entire Saturday free from work or other responsibilities. What am I going to do?
Pressure
It
wash.
would depend on the budget. AJ asked if I had a technical disaster moment and what did I learn from it. And I absolutely had technical disasters. I've learned that some people just don't know how to do their jobs very well. And occasionally it has been me. So. But my best friend growing up, I was asked, and this is Mars, my best friend. He lives up in Ohio. I just had lunch with him last week. And he builds fire trucks and plays rugby in his 40s, which is insane. Andy Ward asked, do I have any pictures of me with short hair? I do. I have pictures of me with shorter hair with braids, and I have pictures of me with 2 braids with short hair surrounding the braids.
Sorry, I'm recording, I can't be laughing.
And a slew of other pictures. Some people asked where if I had worked any other jobs. I have been in the entertainment industry side for about the last 20 years, but before that, I worked at my dad's lawn and gardening center. All of us had to, and we did. And so from there, I also worked for Honda for a while, and I worked for Mac Tools. I worked for a set and scenic company, did ice sculpture work for a while, all sorts of different cool and weird things. So, yeah. I believe Martha asked me who inspired me the most, and that would definitely be my parents and their love for the Lord was definitely a big foundation for me. She also asked, how many instruments can I play? I say I can play them all, but a few of them I can do pretty well with. So yeah, that's basically the presentation there. And I was requested to play a song for you guys, which I will do as well too.
Is this the last 10 talk? Because what do we do after this?
No one can possibly beat it.
Yeah, we're done, right?
Yeah.
Well, you haven't heard me sing yet.
Doesn't matter at this point.
Yes, we have.
This sets precedence. Where's the song?
So
Josh is about
I
to
do
lose
play
his
the
job.
drums with my feet. I had a drummer in my band for a while, but I decided my feet smelled better than him, so I fired him. And I hired my feet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. I'm just a poor, wayfaring stranger
traveling through this world below. There's no sickness, no toil nor danger in that bright. And where I go, going there, see my Father, all my loved ones gone on. I'm just going over Jordan, just going over home. The dark clouds will gather around me. My way hard and steep, Cretaceous fields rise before me. God redeemed their vigils keep. Going there, see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm just going over Jordan, just going over home. Just a boy, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world below. There's no sickness, no toil or danger in that bright land where I go. I'm going there, see my Father, said he'd meet me when I come. And I'm just going for Jordan. Just going home, just going over Jordan, just going over home. Hey!
I brought some stuff. Also, I brought a letter that I wrote to Saddam Hussein in the 3rd grade.
Way to close out. Way to close out. Yeah.
All right, thank you guys.